guys. I know I'm here quite late, but I'm uploading some shorts onto the YouTube. I'm having some issues with one of them. Like my service period tonight is not the best. I don't know what's going on, but my Wi-Fi has just been like moving pretty slow. I had a YouTube short take way too long to upload. I don't know what's wrong with it. And something is just wrong with the video, period. You know, usually when I make my shorts on TikTok because I can use the green screen feature. And I was noticing when I was on my phone trying to upload, that particular video had not been saved from TikTok. Usually it like naturally will save the videos that you upload, but like that particular one just didn't upload. And then when I tried to upload it on YouTube, I couldn't change the thumbnail. So like something with that particular video is just a little bit weird. And yeah, like my shorts are like, just my internet is a little slow today. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here to talk about a couple topics. DJ Envy is a weirdo. Rappers are going away. Young Thug just gets out of jail, and then Megan Thee Stallion is a lying narcissist. So I want to go ahead and get started with DJ Envy first. So I writing down some notes. With DJ Envy, I saw the video because it was trending on this internet forum about his daughter dressing up as Lil' Kim for Halloween. So I was like, let me go check this out for myself. I went to go check it out, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I felt uncomfortable watching it, and I did not watch the whole thing because it was just too freaky and weird. And I was like, okay, I'm covering this. Like, this needs to be covered. So hi, welcome in, you guys. So I cover the situation. It blows up on TikTok, and now it's like this great big story. And there was like this blog, because I noticed that the day after I covered it, I went on Twitter and I didn't notice it had like blown up. It wasn't like trending yet. So I Googled, or like I put in the Twitter search engine like DJ Envy, and somebody had posted my TikTok. So I was like, oh shit, like that's me, you know? And I talked to you guys a little bit about this on Stationhead if you follow me on Stationhead. So I retweeted, I thanked them for like posting me or whatever. And now I'm noticing like people have picked up the story. Now, what I also mentioned on Stationhead is notice how blogs like The Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, Jasmine Brand, It's On Site, Spiritual Word, like some blogs, mainly like Black blogs that are like urban pop culture, urban gossip blogs, haven't picked up this story pertaining to Envy. And that goes to show you that they're bought. A lot of Black blogs, and I've been saying this, a lot of Black media outlets are bought by the powers that be. They might be like funded, you know, by the powers that be, sponsored by them, secretly owned. They might be like white owned or like ooish owned, but Black operated. We see that sometimes. But a lot of like Black media is not owned by Black people, or not like sponsored and fully funded by Black people. And so they can't post certain things, or like they will post certain things that are like low-key anti-Black, or like I've mentioned on Stationhead, they post a lot of like energy harvesting, ignorant, distracting news stories and material. So just peep that. So the blogs who didn't pick it up, I'm looking at you like, that tells me all I need to know about your affiliation. But I want to just again mention, like I said on Stationhead, this is kind of like a summary. DJ Envy runs around like he has all this money, you know, wife and 6 kids, donned and designer head to toe, super lavish lifestyle. He lives very extravagantly like Gucci Mane. And that real estate situation with like the fraud and the scamming, low-key exposed. Okay, you do some scamming, you do some fraud to fund your lifestyle. And he should have went to jail for that, but he didn't go to jail. Notice. He didn't go to jail for that. And that goes to show, okay, like not only do you do real estate fraud, real estate schemes, you might also be involved in trafficking too, which is why you didn't see anything wrong with Diddy's freak offs and Diddy's trafficking and escorting business, because you low key could be part of the same business. You might have some of the same business practices, and the whole industry is again based off of really shady dealings, and it's a lot of selling of young people and moving young people from here and there. And like somebody said, the video of his daughter, like the whole crush on you Halloween thing, was advertising. Because when I really thought about it, and I said this in the video, you could have had her older sister be Lil Kim, but honestly, it should have been the mom. Gia should have been Lil Kim, because the song was explicit. You shouldn't have had your 8-year-old singing Lil Kim's lyrics and dressing up as Lil Kim in a bathing suit, scantily clad, talking about some she got a crush on somebody. Like, no, sir. DJ Envy, you wildin', you dead ass wrong, but you were exposed for being a fucking weirdo, and now we know that you just might be involved in some shady ass business practices beyond real estate to fund you, Gia, and all of your kids' lifestyle. I also did mention on the station head, please check with the community post for the link to the station head and the Discord where I go more in depth. DJ Envy has an older daughter who has blonde hair. I'm ending this conversation right there. Let's move on to Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm gonna add that in with some other topics that I've briefly covered today. Megan Thee Stallion, I told you guys Roc Nation has been setting her up for the longest, and the time is now, and it's becoming more and more clear. I have been saying, literally, they are setting her up. That Tory Lanez situation, I always have believed that that was a ritual gone wrong. That shit that happened with Chris Brown and Rihanna, I do believe that they already had a very violent relationship that had a lot of, again, domestic violence involved and drug abuse involved. I do believe that Chris Brown and her used to get handsy with one another. That was proven when he broke up with Rihanna, and then when they broke up, and then he got with Karrueche, and then she reported that he was hitting her too. So clearly Chris Brown is a violent cokehead. But that situation with Rihanna and him, and it's been suspected that that was some antics, some industry antics. What's up, Dion? No, we about to get on that. Good to see you though. I know I'm late. I'm a little bit late for this live, but I'm here. I was saying that earlier. I had some technical, like I was just like trying to upload stuff, and I had a little bit of technical difficulty with Wi-Fi, but I've been really good at updating the station head, and I know I rescheduled this live a few times today just because it's been a day. I've had like some plans have changed, all that. So I'm glad to be here though. Love being here with you guys. I love doing my lives. So we're gonna get on Megan and Tory, but like what I'm saying is that whole situation with Chris Brown and Rihanna, I do believe that them two used to have a violent relationship, but I also do believe that the night after the VMAs, peep that too. Of all the nights that they had a big blowout fight, it was after a VMA award show. See what I mean? Just like I was saying with Tory and Meg. So you mean to tell me you've been living in Houston for all these years, it never got pow-powed, but the moment you were out there in Calabasas at Kylie Jenner's house in a gated community, very safe neighborhood, one of the best neighborhoods in the country, you get pow-powed? You were living in Houston, Texas, a city that is known for crime, has been known for crime for the longest. You went from living in Houston with not a single scratch on you to the moment you go out there to Cali and you're at the Kardashians, one of their people's houses. You're out there at Kylie Jenner's house. That's when people is popping you, bitch, please. Like, no. And y'all need to think about that. That happens to people. Again, they spend so many of their years living in the hood. You know what I mean? Just like Pop Smoke. So you was living in New York all these years, living in, I don't know where Pop Smoke, I don't know what borough she's from, maybe from Queens, but you were living in, whatever, Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens for this long, Bronx, whatever. You've been living in the hood in New York for the longest time, but the moment you go out there to Cali in a nice neighborhood, people's popping you. No, I don't know about all of that. I just don't know about all that. That seems funky. So I'm looking at Megan all kinds of ways. But again, rituals, allegedly. I do believe that situation with Chris Brown and Rihanna was one big ritual. And I think that Roc Nation tried to repeat that kind of ritual with Megan Thee Stallion, and it did not work. Because I was just telling my mom this. When it comes to these rituals and this magic and these spells, they don't always work. They do work, but not all the time. They don't work all the time for every single person. That's why I've been saying, like, some people, they sacrifice their family members, they have a baby, they do what they need to do, they spend years getting ran through by the industry, and their albums still don't sell, and they're still not booked, and their career still hasn't popped because it's just not meant for you. It's just not meant for you. You either have the talent or you don't. And American Horror Story talked about this on that season, Red Tide, with the black pill. Some people, they take the black pill and they turn into one of those bald pill people. Some people take the red pill and they blow, because you either have the talent or you don't. You will still turn into a vampire, a bloodthirsty, malevolent, evil, doomed, damned, forsaken vampire either way. But some of you might end up being out on the streets bald with no hair, or some of you might end up in the lap of luxury in Hollywood, living it up, booked and busy with a whole lot of money. So you take that chance when you get involved in that lifestyle, when you get involved in that shit, when you take that oath, when you start doing some of this stuff. It could work, it could not work. That's just the risk that you take. Do you really have talent or don't you? So with people like Megan, I think that this reveals she don't really have talent. I know that they're pushing her. I don't think she's the worst rapper, but clearly she's a one flow hoe. And the real issue is Megan is a fucking liar. That's the real problem. I have walked you guys through this. If you're not following me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok at Pop Culture Gossip. I told you guys on TikTok, Megan Thee Stallion is a malignant liar. She has a bad habit of throwing rocks, hiding her hands, starting fires, playing victim, lying her ass off. I'm going to start from the top. The Carl Crawford situation. She swore up and down she was only 20 years old. Carl Crawford trying to fuck her over. Lies, lies, lies. She had a good contract with Carl. If it wasn't for Carl, Jay-Z would have never... Yeah, she does have one flow. A one flow hoe with big feet and a big Pinocchio ass nose. Like, I'm over Megan. But she signed that contract with Carl Crawford. It was a good contract. She got some of her masters on the first round. Many artists don't get that. If it wasn't for Carl, Jay-Z would have never paid attention to her, would have never looked her way, probably would have never found out about her. Carl is what made her pop. He invested into her. He turned her into a mainstream artist. So that happened. She lied about that, told several lies. She switched up on Carl because she wanted a fucking picture with Beyonce. She wanted to meet Beyonce, and Jay-Z allegedly took Beyonce with him to meet Megan, and of course start talking that shit. Oh yeah, you signed with us, you get a song with her, because Beyonce is Jay-Z's horse, allegedly. She's his pony that he uses to leverage deals and get things. This has been talked about at this point with the Roc Nation camp using Beyonce as leverage. Oh, well, if you do this, Beyonce will show up to your award show. Or if you do this, Beyonce will come and Beyonce will do this and Beyonce might sing. She might perform. Beyonce might give you a feature. Beyonce might take a picture with you. You know what I mean? Like, you can get to meet Beyonce if you do this and this and that. And so Roc Nation has a habit, allegedly, of using Beyonce like a motherfucking show horse. So Jay-Z knows all it takes is a song with Beyonce and a bag of hot Cheetos to get Megan Thee Stallion to sign that goddamn deal. So she switches up, signs to him. She gets the opportunity to collab with Nicki Minaj. She did beg for it. She did. She gets the song with Nicki. She's throwing shots at Cardi B for no reason. She's offering Nicki Minaj liquor and telling Nicki Minaj to go get an abortion after Nicki Minaj says that she's with child and, of course, clearly wants to keep it. Like, she's married and in her late 30s. Then to turn around and then go collab with Cardi B. There was no need to throw shots at her then, because Nicki Minaj wouldn't have taken offense to you collabing with Cardi if you weren't like talking shit about her on live, child. But Cardi B is a gimmick and all about, charts and fake shit. She's a gimmick her damn self. So Cardi B don't care. So that happened. Now you've pissed off Nicki Minaj and Nicki Minaj's fan base. Nicki Minaj has a huge fan base. That happens. Then the whole situation with Tory. And ever since that happened, again, ritual gone wrong, it has just completely set off a lot of bad shit for her. A lot of people are not looking at her right because, again, they have noticed this young lady has a habit of doing weird, sneaky shit. The Tory situation happens. It comes out that you were smashing him behind your best friend. It comes out you were lying on Gayle King about it. That came out in the court case that you were lying. It's just like all this shit that transpired for no fucking reason. Of course, let's not forget her mother died mysteriously. We already think that was, an offer. Peep that too. So it's like, see, like, she had been like in the industry doing the rituals, doing what she needed to do. And Megan is down to do anything. And that's why Jay-Z signed her. Because she'll go for anything. But again, like, you get into the industry and it becomes like all this mess. People who have discernment, people who have any sense of loyalty and, any kind of genuine spirit have noticed Megan's actions. She moves funky. Then you get into that mess again with Tory, and then after you take a break, you come back as a fucking snake. When your whole brand's supposed to be horses. See what I'm saying? Like, really, really weird. Really, really weird. The snake imagery has been funky. And you claim that, oh, you're such a victim, and like, Kelsey should have protected you and did all this. No, you screwed somebody that Kelsey was dealing with. And they say that you have a habit of messing with guys that Kelsey messes with. So you're not a friend at all. And I was supposed to be your bestie. It's been rumored that Kelsey was doing her homework to help her graduate. All kind of shit. I've heard it all. It's been rumored that Roc Nation bought her that degree. I've heard it all. I'm not interested in rumors. I'm interested in what I have seen from my own eyes, which is, Megan, you are fake. And you're not a good friend. And you lied. You've been lying. I don't believe Tory shot her, okay? I don't. I've heard it all. I've heard that Kelsey Pow Powder. I've heard that the Desiree Perez Pow Powder. It's ridiculous. That's a ritual in itself of the who fucking shot her. We know that Notorious Big. Doesn't he have a line, who shot you? Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, the whole idea of who shot her, that's a ritual in itself. Fuck Megan. She's like trash and she's on her way out. But that's what I said on TikTok today. Roc Nation is done with her. And I believe Milagro Grams, when Megan's like, oh, I'm gonna sue her. Okay, fine, have fun with that. But when Milagro said Glorilla is Megan's replacement and that Beyonce does not like Megan like that, I believe those things. I believe that Roc Nation is like, you know what? You're not making that much money back. We're just going to get rid of it. I believe that. I 100% believe it. Because let me talk about Ice Spice and how they got rid of her. I told you guys in a YouTube short how I watched Ice Spice's label get rid of her in steps. Let's talk about what happened. The Nicki Minaj text messages come out. I believed that that was fugazi bullshit. I always believed it was industry antics. Then the prayer video. Remember that video of Ice Spice getting all demonic? Oh, she didn't want to say a prayer. You know, she was all uncomfortable. That went viral. Her label let that shit go viral. If they wanted to get it off the internet and like suppress it, they could have. But they decided to let the shit blow up. That rubbed people the wrong way. By that time, the Barbs were already turned off because the Barbs have a mindset of, if you piss Nicki off, we don't fuck with you anymore. So, okay, you piss off a huge fan base. You don't want to pray to God. You have a problem with that issue. Then I told you guys, she releases a trash ass album that doesn't sell shit. Trash album. The VMAs come around. You go from winning Best New Artist last year to not one performance, no nominations, no wins at this year's VMAs. Complete silence. And then Cleotrapa comes out and airs you out for being a fake ass friend, horrible person, and all of this other bullshit that you were doing. And next thing you know, Ice Spice is done. She's gone. They really 1, 2, 3 stepped that bitch right up out the industry. Now you don't hear about Ice Spice, period. Because she's over with. Her label deactivated her. That she's done. Like, people hated her anyway. So I just noticed how these labels will work against their artists to get them out of here. And I said in that video, look, Atlantic Records dropped 50 people in one day because they don't have the money. That's why Cardi B is shelved. Because they don't have the money. If you're not making any money, the economy is too bad for the bullshit. If you're not making any money, if you don't have any talent, if you're not selling records, selling tickets, babe, you are fucking shelved. You can get the fuck off the label. And that's what they're telling these artists. They're either telling them, no, babe, you're not going to release nothing this year, nor next. Or they're telling them, you can just pack it up and go home. Go be independent, you know, get it together and bring it back. That's what they're telling them. And it's so bad for Cardi B. Her fans are on Twitter saying that she has by November 22nd to come up with a full-on like release date. And they're going to be fucking waiting because she's shelved, but she doesn't want to say that. But Cardi B is done. Every time you turn around, oh, I got an album. No, the fuck you don't. You don't have anything except more antics to parade around for the Illuminati. Like, you're done. Megan Thee Stallion, I'm watching the same thing happen with her. The Carl Crawford thing, you piss Nicki Minaj off. This Tory Lanez situation has blown up in the worst way. The Kardashians do not fuck with Megan. After that situation happened at Kylie's house, Kylie Jenner distanced herself big time. And this documentary, the Gayle King interview, and then the documentary. The documentary is not looking good for Megan. That's what made me make the video on TikTok. Because I was like, you know what? Roc Nation is working against you. And Beyonce don't really like her neither. So you already know she's done. Then Glorilla comes out. I told you guys, Glorilla is signed to Yo Gotti, who is signed to Jay-Z. So Glorilla is her direct competition, who just outsold her. Okay? So I told you guys, with this documentary, there's so much in there that is making Megan look bad. And then back to back to back. Okay, so You said out your own mouth that you lied about screwing Tory on national television. So you were fake crying and lying. The whole thing was fugazi. Then you come out and say that Kelsey should have defended you in spite of you backstabbing her. Do you guys see how the label is, again, this is her documentary. The label appears to be strategically working against Megan. They're releasing all of this insane stuff in the documentary, and it's in a way that is going to turn people off from her because her competition, again, just outsold her. So she's done. Megan will not be here long. She's not. They lied. They keep lying, trying to make her seem like she's successful, but she's really not, and make her appear more successful than she is. And let's not forget her tour did not sell out all the way through. So, and she couldn't do a second leg because she didn't do good enough for the first leg. So Megan won't be here too much longer. And again, if she does stick around for any reason longer than what we would like, the public is so turned off by all the lies and, you know what I mean? Like the lies and the antics is just not working for her. It's not working for her. So she's, of course Kelsey knows, but Kelsey again is bought too. Kelsey's not going to reveal the truth because this was a ritual. Allegedly. That's why Kelsey is not going to say, yeah, I'm the one who popped you, or it was somebody else. It was the driver. It was the cameraman. It was Desiree. Like, because Kelsey is a part of the ritual, she's going to protect her own self. She can't talk too much. This is like the fact that it's all of this over a simple evening is how you know it's Illuminati antics. It don't take all of this. It like they were in court for how long? And we still don't know the real details and who really popped who, and like it's because it's bullshit and it's antics and it's rituals. So Megan, she's on her way out of here. Glorilla is here to take her spot. Which leads me into the conversation of how many people are getting out of here. Erica Banks never really was here, but her hype is gone. Coi Leray just announced that she's independent. Okay, so you went from Republic Records to Island Records to no records. You're done. You never had talent to begin with. Peep that. Coi Leray, that's what I be talking about. Coi Leray was at the all-white party. That funky-ass Mike Rubin all-white party, Coi Leray was there. So you were at that party getting touched from Monday to Sunday, and now you're an independent artist. Because you can't keep yourself on a damn label, and you can't sell no records, and you can't move no units, and you can't sell no tickets. So what was all the rituals for? So why did you let everybody touch you up your ass? And you still had to pack your shit and go home. That's what I'm saying. You can do all the rituals in the world, but if you have talent, then you have it. If you don't, you don't. So Coi proves my point. She was just at that Mike Rubin party, and now she's an independent artist because she never had talent to begin with. So Coi Leray, gone, done. She will not survive as an independent artist. Ice Spice, done. JT, I don't see her making a comeback. I would have to be surprised. I just don't see it happening. If she makes a comeback, it'll be on some Travis Scott shit. But I don't see it happening because it's like she's been over there with Lil Uzi Vert for years. Travis Scott got his big come up when he got with Kylie Jenner. This girl has been with Uzi for years and no come up. No come up. He's not helping her out with her music. He doesn't promote her. He doesn't, you know, it looks like she's the only person in the relationship. He's not really like super invested, at least not into the public. And so Ice Spice is irrelevant. I'm glad that you even recognize the weight loss. But you know, JT, you know, she's with the huge Warlock now, who's a very successful artist, and he's not helping her career any, so she's wasting her time. if laying up with Lil Uzi for several years and you know still hasn't helped your career, he still hasn't done a little razzle dazzle on your music to help you pop, you're not gonna pop. I don't see JT becoming a major artist. And again, I don't think, you know why? Because I don't think JT has talent like that. Megan Thee Stallion on her way out. Cardi B has been out. She's just not wanting to declare herself out, and we can't really tell she's out because she spends so much of her time being a puppet, pushing agendas and antics and PR stunts. But she's like out of here musically. Let me move on to Young Thug. I'm not gonna be here dragging all night. We don't have a lot of topics. Young Thug, peep how the ritual ends on Halloween. On Halloween Day, after years of being in court, after all the stunts and rituals with Fannie Willis and Gunna, oh, Halloween Day comes around and he gets to go home. Ritual. Somebody else pointed out on in my comments today, they knew it was bullshit because he spent most of his time in court laughing, joking, smiling because it was rituals and bullshit. They send people to jail to program them. We've seen this time and time again. Young Thug walks around with the blonde hair too, just like Lil Durk. Okay, so all this blonde hair, and now we're going to jail and stuff like that. Come on, just like I told you guys, Gunna went to jail and then he left with the Gucci Mane special, new body, got a new body, got a new look. Ritual. And I've heard that the judge told him, oh, you can't be around all those members of YSL, but you can still be around Gunna. Oh, I'm sure. Ritual. Now Gunna really hasn't, I know he's like booked and busy, but I don't really see him get the same like amount of press as before jail. But Young Thug will come out and be a bigger artist because that's what happens. I told you guys, T.I., Blueface is in jail, but T.I. went to jail, got out, moved on with his career, went bigger. Yeah, but don't worry because Young Thug is just, it's all fake anyway. You know, again, Gucci Mane goes to jail, comes out of jail with a Drake feature. The fuck? Kodak Black goes to jail, got programmed, comes out not even himself. I believe he's cloned too. So let's start with that. Gunna, Kodak Black. I think something happened to Lil Wayne when he was in jail too. A lot of these people, they go to jail and I believe that they come out cloned or just like mind control, reprogrammed. That's what's happening to Blueface. That's what's gonna happen to Lil Durk allegedly. You know, YNW Melly, he's still in jail too. Bobby Shmurda went to jail, comes out fruity as fuck. So see what I'm saying? Like there's a habit of rappers going to jail and when they get out, they're just not who we remember. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, NBA Youngboy, he went to jail. He comes out all feminine with nail polish and makeup. They're in there. It's programming. It's all a fraud and a scam. Fannie Willis had to get her own humiliation ritual with this case. It was a high profile case. Fannie Willis is very obviously Boule. And didn't she get reelected? Yeah, because she's a part of the program. This was a part of her leveling up too. So with Young Thug, let's just see what happens. Let's see how his music changes. Let's see what happens with him. But again, it's all fugazi, it's all smoke and mirrors, it's all bullshit, it's all Illuminati antics, allegedly. So you guys, that's all I have for today. Let me know what you think. Let's talk in the comments. And if you have more topics, hit me up. You know, I'm on Twitter at Occult Decodes. I'm on Stationhead at Occult Decodes. I'm on here all the time. Leave a comment, make a request, send a Venmo, let me know. I'm on, hey, what's up? Milo, bro, you at the very end. Very end. But catch the replay. I'm just telling people where to find me. So I'm on Twitter, I'm on Stationhead. I'm on Instagram, but not as much. And but I'm on there, and mainly of course on here, and I'm on Discord. That's where I've been like active with updating and like leaving stuff. So Milo, thank you for stopping by. Dion, thank you for stopping by. Milo, I'm about to go ahead and post the replay link so you can catch me from the beginning. I don't know if you're on other platforms like Twitter and stuff like that, or TikTok. But if you are, follow me there. That way we can talk more, or join the Discord. That way we can talk more. But other than that, yeah, I definitely gave some thoughts. So I appreciate you for stopping by, even though a little bit late. It's fine. I was late because I was saying I had technical difficulties, which you will catch at the beginning when you catch the replay. I'm going to go ahead and get that up for you right now so that you can see this video. But other than that, again, just I appreciate you guys for stopping by and commenting and just being here and supporting the channel. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy the replay. Bye, you guys.